Assalamu alaikum students, this is our 10th lecture of secondary computer science. In our today's video, we will cover the last two topics of first chapter. First is creating, editing and saving a program. Next is compiling, linking and executing a program. And then we will see the steps for creating a C program. After this, our chapter will be completed in this lecture. So let's start with the first topic, creating, editing and saving a program. Now, here we are talking about that how we can write a program, a C language program in the computer. And so that we have to write it down in such a way that if we want to make the changings in that program, we should be able to make those changings. And we have to save it with the extension of .c. So we can perform all these operations by using a text editor. A text editor is already present in your computer in the form of Notepad or WordPad, and you can write down the program, you can make changes, and you can save that program with a .c extension in a text editor. Now the second is compiling, linking, and executing a program. So compiling is the process of converting the source code into the object code, and for this purpose we need a compiler. The next step will be to convert the object code into the executable code. So the linking is the process of collecting and combining the various pieces of code and data into a single file, so that file can be loaded and copied into the memory and executed. This means that although the source code has been converted into the object code, but still the computer cannot execute those instructions. First, we have to make a file in which all the different pieces of code will be combined, and then that file will be loaded into the memory, and then that file will be executed. So linker is going to perform this operation. It converts the object code into the executable code for us. And then the last step is the executing, means that the instructions which we have given to the computer can now be acted upon. So these are all the different operations that we have to perform while writing a C language program. Now we have got a software, and the name is the Integrated Development Environment. And by using this software, we can perform all the operations which we have seen previously. Means it provides us the facility of text editor, it provides us the facility of compiler, of the linker, of the debugger, and it can execute our programs as well. So this software is called the Integrated Development Environment, and integrated means combined. So it is providing us the combined facilities. Now it is a software that is used to develop the other softwares. Means that the software used to facilitate the software development. It makes the process of software development easy. Now it provides the comprehensive facilities to the computer programmers, means that it gives the combined facilities and the unified different facilities to the computer programmers in one place. Like it has the text editor, it has the compiler, it has the linker, and it can execute the program. So we can perform all those operations, the points which we have seen previously in the integrated development environment. Now there are the different softwares available in the category of integrated development environment. The one which we will be using is Turbo C. We will be using it for performing the different practicals. And I will try in the next lecture to show you how to download and install this software, and how to use this software for writing and compiling and executing a C program. Now we will see that what are the steps for creating a C program. So the first step is, of course, you have to create the source code. Okay, means that you have to write down the program in C language, and you have to write the program in editor, and we will be using the IDE. Okay, you don't have to go to the computer editor separately and write that program, but instead we will be writing the program in Integrated Development Environment, IDE, and then we will save it with the .c extension, program name and then .c extension. The next step will be to compile the source code. Okay, and you know the compilation is process of converting the source code into the object code. You can use the shortcut key of Alt plus F9 to compile. The third step is debugging, means that if there are any errors in your program, then second step will not be successful, means the compilation will not be successful. So first you have to remove those errors if there are any in your programs and then compile again. Okay. After the compilation is successful, then we can move towards the step 4. So here we can see that this is the source code. The name of program is test.c and the compiler is using the Alt plus F9, a shortcut key which we are using, converts it into the object code. And its extension has changed from .c to .object. Then the fourth step is link the object code. And we can use the shortcut key of Control plus F9 to link it. So the linker will link that program with the other piece of codes, Control plus F9. And then the test.object will be converted into the test.exe. This will be the executable code and computer will execute those instructions. Now, if you want to see the output of your program, means to check the output, you have to press the Alt plus F5 to see the results of the program which you have written. And in this way, you have successfully created a C program. So this was the last topic of our first chapter. And in this chapter, we have studied the programming languages, what are their purpose and different categories of languages. Then we have seen the history of C language and its feature. Then we see the syntax of C language, preprocessor directives, header files, functions. In our today's video, we have studied that how we can create and compile, link, and execute a C programs and the steps of C, creating a C program. So I hope that this chapter is easy and understandable for you now. So this was the end of our first chapter. Thank you.